New loading.
Whoa.
Hey, you! Yeah, I'm talking to you. You connect to the net, right? Well,
Oh.
in your shoes. Corporations say the new net is safe and secure. That they've learned from past mistakes. From up in their ivory towers, everything must look all nice and pretty. But they're wrong. The net is just a rusty car with a fresh coat of paint. A heap of dog shit spritzed with perfume. The demons we released into the net have not gone anywhere. Deadly viruses, artificial intelligences that exist only to destroy.
That's scary.
Consumed in the net's tangled webs, their minds lost to the void. Have you heard of the Prison of Souls about Alt Cunningham and the
Yeah.
Soul Killer?
Yeah.
No?
That was her chair. That was the shot.
Huh. Netwatch never sleeps.
Which chair?
Okay, so first of all, that was Dr. Paradox?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, is that someone speaking on behalf of Netwatch? What the fuck? That's a weird... I thought... I don't know if that's actually the case. That's a weird, charismatic individual
Yeah, sounds
for
maybe
what should be a
independent.
sterile organization. So, no, we're looking at some just Netrunner chairs here. But that first shot looked like Alt's chair when Johnny broke into the room. It looked like it, and then we saw the hand hanging down, and I don't know if that was right or not.
Oh.
I thought we were looking at Alt after she got unplugged.
So it wasn't these chairs.
There was a hand in one of them.
Okay.
Like, it the first shot, here. I actually want to do that again, because I was thinking about, I was, I
Oh,
wanted,
yeah, we're on PlayStation. You can actually reload the clip.
oh, yeah, that works too. I mean, this would do it. But I guess the loading time slows it down, unfortunately. But the last two chairs, before those two, there's two shots we saw. And it was, yeah, like I saw, there's some discussion about it, and it seemed like there's theory that, here, let me, that. Isn't that where Alt was
there
sitting?
was way less shit behind.
Was there less shit behind her?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's also some runes there at the bottom left.
Oh, okay. And then I saw, and then that
this
hand.
is the Voodoo Boy room.
Oh. Okay.
Corporations say the new net is
All right, my
safe
mistake.
and secure.
Yeah, the wall has
Yeah.
the thing on
Yeah,
it.
they're everywhere.
Okay.
From up in their
All right, my
ivory
mistake.
towers, everything
Okay, so what we learned about Alt was all very interesting because obviously, like, the idea that Johnny is kind of looking at himself as the centerpiece of the story.
As usual.
So when she gets kidnapped, she is the greatest fucking hacking programmer that designed Soul Killer and has her own shit going on, but he thinks it's because of him.
As usual.
You know,
because
and
he's so
it-
self-centered.
Right. And, you know, how could they do this to me? But what was, I saw discussed, which I don't know that we picked up on or so, was the idea that, like, when he goes to rescue her, pulling her, disconnecting her,
I wanted to ask about that actually.
disconnecting her,
Is that what actually ended?
that's what kills her. The moment you do that, her body's done.
Because like they made a whole scene about Evelyn and being like, "Hey, wait, like we have to unplug at the right time."
Exactly.
And then he just comes in and he's like, and I was like,
It was such a big deal for us now in the future, knowing to not do it,
Yeah.
and you have to wait. Okay, now, right?
Yeah.
And he just goes, "Fuck that shit,"
Yeah.
and he yanks it. He did it.
yeah. He instantly shot the guy and he unplugged her right away.
Yeah, and then there's further discussion about that where I don't know how much is discovered or proven or stuff, but some folks were saying like, oh, like there's a possibility that he even like he was starting to go cyber psycho with his robot arm, his silver hand being the one that fires at that point and beats the dude down. Right,
he might have had an episode, like, and lost his shit.
I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but I saw that being a discussion point. Right, that like it's the silver hand that's shooting, it's the silver hand that's beating the dude down. He's in the process of at least starting to go nuts in that moment, and he's already at peak unstable, and then he fucking kills her.
That's nuts,
right? So like that whole scene is even more fucked because it's like from his perspective, he's like, I'm coming to get you out there, right? And in the meantime, it's like if she had a chance of her body surviving, you couldn't just yank her out of it, right? Also, she's in deep for reasons that have nothing to do with you, and then also, yeah, like he might have been at least partially going cyber psycho. You know?
I wonder...
It's so interesting.
Oh, he's such a shit. I wonder if... Like,
it's great. I love him.
I love if there is a sense before the end of the game where he goes like, yeah, I was the one that was messed up.
I don't know. It does seem as if the way you talk to him changes the relationship you have with him, and he can be colder or warmer to you based on that. But I love how flawed he is. I think that's awesome. You know, I love that the Navi is just unreliable, you know? And I also think that... So when we were learning about Alt, and I guess it was, you know, we were picking up on the story as best we could as it was going, or at least I was trying to. I wanted to, like, pull up her database entry if there was one. Because she is, like, the GOAT. And is able to just make shit like Soul Killer because fuck it, why not? Because I can, right? But I don't think I caught that she also apparently built the Black Wall.
That I did not pick up on that.
Which is nuts if that is true. Was that a lie?
That is saying no.
Okay, just helped build Soul Killer. All right.
The most powerful entity on either side of the Black Wall.
Okay, thank you. So excited people have lied to me. All right. Alt Cunningham, the best netrunner in Night City, the most powerful entity on either side of the Black Wall, and the only person who could put Johnny Silverhand in his place. It was Alt who created Soul Killer, while Arasaka stole it for their own nefarious purposes. Alt was forced to escape into cyberspace. Existing beyond the Black Wall has severely altered Alt's consciousness, making her more akin to a rogue AI than a human being. The last remaining link to her past life is her bond with Johnny, and it's precisely this bond that the Voodoo Boys decided to use as bait to lure Alt from out behind the Black Wall. Okay. Good. Prefer that makes more sense then, because I'm like, I didn't pick up on that being a thing at any point.
Oh yeah, and when I was going through the VODs, like it says she created Soul Killer, but Arasaka modified it.
Yes.
Okay.
And the whole like.
So I wonder what was the differences between the creation version and then the modified version.
Well, the original tests were done with like finding ways to they were for the corporatized tests were done to find ways to basically make mind slaves, you know, and like forever have these people's brains like as data that you could, you know, use as your own commodities. But the version we ended up seeing was the Palpatine.exe effect, right? So I don't think that what she made and the fork that Arasaka made that ended up being like the way for Saburo to continue fucking, you know, existing forever was what it was going to be initially, right? And I guess we need to find out more about the whole Mikoshi thing and like what their version is versus what she actually did. But yeah, and the other thing I remember we just kind of asked like, oh, like why did she make it? And it was kind of just like, I guess because she could, right? That's it. And what was the other interesting thing? Oh yes, that we watched an XBD of when we were tracking down the Voodoo Boys. We watched an XBD of someone getting snuffed in a chair.
Yeah.
And
the person getting vaporized or whatever, or
like they're getting mind wiped, right?
Okay.
And it was like one of those, yeah. And so apparently that person was getting hooked up and exposed to beyond the black wall, and that's what it did to them.
Okay.
Basically, the way like them getting cooked was what happened when they get exposed beyond the black wall. That's what the fucking AIs do to you if they get a second to access you.
Cool.
If they can touch you for a minute.
Keep that firewall up.
So, yeah. Just very, very, very cool. And again, I feel like it takes a second to process that when you're first watching.
Any other characters that you were like interested in checking in that list, just out of curiosity?
Certainly so. I mean, if there's anything that you were curious about. So, there was her, not Hanako. Well, I mean, she's been in the background for a couple missions now. Yeah.
A bit, huh?
We heard her talking. We heard her people talking about her. We don't know too much about her just yet, except that she's here. I did want to go to Saburo.
Okay.
After elevating his father's Japanese company, widely regarded as the founder of Arasaka Empire. Yeah, nothing, no updated text about the rest of it.
All right, that's fine. And who was Weldon Holt again? Right. Okay, that's in the story
mayor?
that we're checking right now, right?
The mayor, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, sounds good.
Let me hit up the Soul Killer entry.
Where would that be?
Perhaps miscellaneous?
World?
World would also be a good place for it. Nope. These could be sorted better. Story characters, districts, story locations, miscellaneous, items, characters, quick hack, stealth. If it's not in world, then perhaps we don't have it.
Is there a search? What are the 4 icons on top?
Filters for people. Locations. Stuff.
Yeah, I don't know where to find it. You'll have to quick scroll or something.
Yeah, it's not saying what each tab is, but perhaps we don't have one.
It seems to be physical locations.
Yeah, there's no Mikoshi because we don't know enough about it yet. Okay, that's fine. It might simply just require
a bit of looking.
More game.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, journal.
There's stuff hidden in the journals too. And by hidden, I mean...
guess that's stuff that we picked up, right?
Just right there. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
I wanted to hit...
Look at the branches for your character, right?
Sorry?
You have perks that you wanted to look at? You went on that screen before I diverted your
Oh,
attention.
I just wanted to note that I have 5, and at 6, I'm going to take one of these to 15.
Oh, okay, okay. Next
All right.
mission.
We got go to the Dogtown border, which begins Phantom Liberty. And we got meet Takamura. Let's go meet Takamura.
Takimura, dog, Panam. What was going on with Panam again? Didn't she tell us to
She
come
wanted to
over?
meet. She wanted to meet us to talk about her conflict with the Aldecados
Okay.
and going back to them. And actually, we're friends after all. But some shit was going on, and we needed to follow up with her. Yeah, we can do that one too.
Wouldn't waste any time on this one if I were you. Is this a time thing?
Don't put that goblin in my brain.
People are saying it's timed once you start it. Is it started?
I took the call from her. Okay, we'll just do it. We'll just do it.
I don't know. I'm just putting it out there, you know? Sorry for
No. You're right.
putting steroids inside the mind goblins.
You are correct. Let's see what the nearest point would be. We got a decent drive over there. Yeah. It's just the simplicity of sometimes time matters.
I'm getting different things from chat right now.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it.
Once you see her in person, you have a week.
No one knows, and that's okay.
If you see her now, finish it now. Okay. That map section looked different.
I kind of wanted to drive up to it, but I made a call.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Snatch 2077.
Yeah. Again, at a certain point, you kind of got to just say, so be it, right? The game is made the way the game is made, and it's okay. For a second, I thought you were that cop buddy I was
cop,
hanging
yeah.
out with.
V, it's good you're here.
Had no idea you and the Aldecaldos had made up.
They continue to grind my gears something terrible. But, you know,
They're family.
exactly.
What happened? Spit it out.
The Wraiths took Saul. The Brickbrain ventured out with a small patrol and never came back.
Sure, it was Wraiths.
We've been observing their camp. We know they're holding prisoners, including someone important. We need to free Saul. I don't know why, but I felt I could count on you.
The Wraiths were the ones we took out at the gas station.
I believe so. The really, really bad nomads.
Always, Panam. You and me are chums. Thought that was clear.
Careful, or I'll start believing that. You won't be able to get rid of me.
I'll survive, I'm sure.
Whatever goodwill you might feel, I'm sure you won't turn down one of the best sniper rifles on the West Coast. A Tektronica Grad. You saw it in action already. That and the gratitude of the Caldos.
Sounds fancy.
Yeah, that
Once you have it in hand, fancy all of a sudden
Fury
becomes
Road shit you
kick-ass.
did sold
Let's go.
me.
Mitch will walk you through the details.
Also, you're like one of 3 real friends I'm allowed to have, so
Real existing friends.
I'm not gonna
Well, I'll
get too
be.
stingy.
Panam and V, what's going on there?
Nice coat.
What? Nothing. Nothing's going on. There's nothing between us. What?
Scorpion, she
Cool
shows up
shirt.
here. Guess probably for Saul.
Ignore that.
Hey, Panda,
Does Delamain
Seriously?
count as a friend?
you really aim to do this?
Someone Someone has to.
You know you have a piston missing, right?
Someone has to.
Well, if a latex doll can be your friend, I'm sure an AI can fill the job. Emotionally, at least.
I would say Daleman's a friend, yeah.
Yeah.
Until we find out what
Where's
evil
Mitch?
corp
He was supposed to meet me here.
is behind
He'll
it all.
be here any minute.
I don't believe that.
You never mentioned seeking outside help.
We can use all the help we can get.
Or rather, the audience would have they would have given the game away by now. There's no way they'd have the self-control to sit on a secret like that. Lean against the car for progress?
Their problem?
Just that if we're looking outside, we must be a hot mess inside.
That's why we'll go in quiet. A frontal assault would be suicide. Mitch is already setting up recon. V will sneak into the Wraith's camp, while I'll be her guardian rifle.
Not going in quiet. Two's all you need.
It's not that I don't want to go to serve some Raffins up some justice. It's just...
Look around. The last attacks left barely half of us standing. Our supplies are stuck outside goddamn Reno, and our gear... Don't get me started.
We're up shit creek, static. And I don't know if we're ever gonna find or fashion a paddle. Try as we might.
So
Either
Shit's
get
Creek,
nabbed
huh?
and you what? Hope for the best? Rather not think about what you do for the ones at the bottom of your food chain.
you're asking for trouble.
Leave it! She has a right not to understand.
What about family?
Yo.
I floated a drone over the Wraith's camp. Will you take a look, or would you rather keep mouthing off?
I put my ass in more shit for you guys than you put in your own asses
Why are
in.
you so rude?
Mitch, how you been?
Wishing duct tape could right all the world's wrongs? And hey, it shouldn't be me occupying your thoughts, but Saul. You taking a look or not?
Let's see what we got here.
The Raffins can't see it. Active camo, but that practically inhales battery juice, so make it quick.
They found an abandoned cement plant to squat in, with a massive heavy gear. Locust would be a better name for them. They fly into a place, strip it of all it's got, then move on. But this time, do you see the wall? They've added some primitive security measures.
Can scan.
It points to them aiming to stay longer. The question is why? Who knows for sure, but I would guess that Saul is part of the reason.
Wow. Will
That's
you keep that information
From the
once you get
shard?
there?
That would be so sick. That would be so sick.
If he's still there, we have to find a way inside. That guard post is probably connected to the rest of the camp.
Our way in?
Maybe, but there are also breaches in the wall. Lightly guarded sections.
There's someone there. Where's Waldo? Where's the Wraith?
Yep.
Do you see the tracks? Tire tracks. Their vehicles were moving heavy freight.
That's a lot of action.
It could have been equipment. Either that or Saul's not their only prisoner.
I'm not feeling too confident about stealth.
The tracks lead to the truck.
If it's just
Can
us
you
two.
scan it? That's probably the one they kept Saul in. The main building. There. Saul must be inside.
Quite a spread.
Oh, the light
I
particles.
feel like looking for a diamond in a hailstorm.
Is this shard connected to a
They haven't
live
scoped and covered the
drone?
place for parts. You could access the
Or is it
local
a
camp.
memory?
You would just need to find the control room.
It's probably a recording, right?
It would have to be, but I guess it's omnidirectional
Yeah.
footage.
Oh, it's live? Wow.
No one's reacting to it? That's crazy.
Yeah, you'd assume that people would snipe you by then.
Right?
The skywalk. It connects the garage to the main structure.
Oh, that line about the battery was because it's live right now.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
Okay, got some stuff to work with now.
Is everything clear?
Let's sum things up just to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh. Okay. The Raffins captured Saul. They're holding him somewhere inside their base. We are the cavalry riding to the rescue, hoping to make it in time. You will strive to slip into the camp while I cover you, but we'll let bullets fly only as a last resort. They are
Last
many,
resort?
we are few, so we'll need to look for any chance to gain the upper hand. You will pull Saul out, and the three of us will ride away at top speed. All clear now?
Pan Am bullets are the last result.
And I guess
Resort.
yeah. And I'm assuming he's somewhere near up inside that walkway.
Maybe you.
And then we're going to need to
Let's go
get to
get
that
Saul.
truck.
Perfect. Mitch, is the van primed?
I did what I could. Take a tour.
Pan Am's like, yo, V, don't kill nobody this time.
Yeah, well,
All right.
it's hard.
Stupid.
Stealth is legitimately difficult
job.
without stealth
I mostly
implants.
improvised, actually.
Either way, it'll have to do.
In the beginning, when I could hack things from a
Hold
distance,
on a minute. I
sure.
got one more thing. If you find Saul hasn't flatlined, you'll probably need this. Spike Superjet. A rhino dose. It should speed up Saul's central pump.
Hope so. Doubt I could carry him on my back.
So that should be everything. V, will you ride with me?
Yeah, of course I'm going with you.
Okay, you take the wheel.
Want me driving?
Oh.
Yep, I need to fiddle with my scope a bit.
Oh, okay, it's not your car. It's just another car.
Alright, I guess I can crawl around and knife people a little bit. But, you know.
It'll last for as long as it can.
When it's go time, it's go time.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. We even have a radio in here.
Why did it stop?
Take it for a spin if you like.
Ooh, the handling on this fatty is wild. It handles terribly.
It's a thick van.
Boy. Yeah. It's the worst handling vehicle I've played all game.
Hey, if Keiichi Tsuchiya, the Drift King, can drift with a van,
Still can't believe he let himself
I'm sure you can get something going.
Is that some initial D shit?
He's not at the top of his form.
Yes, but
No, but they do talk about him in it.
Oh, it's a real person.
A real ass person. He can drift anything you want. Four-wheel drive.
Hold on.
Set the desert ablaze and give the kids a fun show. That's the Saul I remember.
All had our idols.
I know. It's just
Yeah, he'll just with anything.
So she's known Saul a long time.
Watch it.
Yep. I'm not even hitting the gas. Like I'm completely off at this point. Yeah. Okay, so that's a.
Do you see that?
See what?
That is one hell of
Oh
a storm.
snap! Yeah, I do.
Looking bad.
Oh, it's bad in more than its look. We have to move quickly.
What in the Mad Max?
This is some Furiosa shit. Right now.
Absolutely.
Let's go over the plan
Again.
You slip into the Wraith's camp, soft as a fox. But if things get... We need to hide the car. Park beside that outcrop.
I hate that. I hate
Flickering.
that. No, I got too close while she started recapping, and then her dialogue stopped.
And this is why we drive slowly.
Or just stop.
Yeah.
So the Furiosa character gets a Furiosa weather event.
Okay, out. I'll find a place to roost and keep you in sight. You just watch yourself down there.
I have to say that these things happen as a concession for large open world games and the way their pathing works.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that they're often worth it. Like the sacrifice of, you know, you can go anywhere in exchange for moments like that. Like, it's just like, yeah, I don't need it. That's okay. But, you know, I also haven't been on top of, ooh,
Yep, that's awful.
like GTA in a minute. And, might not be the target here. God damn it. Well, it was nice while it lasted.
Do it again. Do you remember where everyone is?
I have a pretty good recollection of where everybody is. I've also played a decent amount of Metal Gear Solid 5. The Phantom Pain.
Time to hit the rocks.
This is what you do as Big Boss. You come look at a base from an outcropping. You tag everybody, and you plan your infiltration route.
Window. Are you too far? Oh, there you go.
Which is not what traditional Metal Gear was about, but it certainly is what it became. And then you plan for boss fights with bosses who monologue you to death. Definitely some action on the other side too.
All right, I'm in position. I have you in range.
Let's see how much freedom the game will give me.
I'm surprised they didn't modify the clouds on PlayStation if they're gonna be flickering like that.
Least of their worries.
The game is running. The game is running.
Least of their fucking worries, dude. Alright, so that was not all of them, but most. And that truck was a point of interest for sure.
I'm holding my breath. Doing the stealthing.
Good. Good. Fuck, I missed the camera. Well, that's a person, but there's a camera on the wall too. That was. You gonna investigate, or are you just gonna stand? All right. If I take you out, is anyone behind you? Is there anywhere to hide your body? Is anyone gonna notice?
Okay, you're near the main structure. That has to be where they're holding Saul. Damn it, V! So much for being sly. Find Saul and you two get out of there.
Got it. Alright, plan A is in motion, folks. Go, go, go! V, what do you mean plan A? Your grenade's on cooldown. Oh wow, you got the gun down. What?
Yeah, I used my heal and then I just went into the hotspot.
I see. There's a lot of red on that map.
That square prompt disappeared a little quickly on me.
Just run behind the guy like just hiding.
Chemical damage.
That's sneaky.
There was one that walked up that way, but yeah, the camera was on this wall a little bit lower, way over there. Anyway, it's fine.
Okay, you're near the main structure. That has to be where they're holding Saul. Damn it, stay out of sight!
Still didn't get discovered. That's good.
Person's right up there. I'm about to, though. Those bodies, by existing, change the AI to make people get more curious. It feels like. So you get a little timer before they discover. Ooh, pushing it.
He's busy.
But near him, I mean. Cameras are going to be the real downfall.
Careful. There's a sniper perched in the tower.
Which one, though?
Okay, main building. Watch for vermin.
There we go. Tag, please. Tag, please.
Saul
Thank
is
you.
somewhere inside. I feel it in my bones. Remember what I told you. Find the control room and you'll gain access to the security cams.
Uh-huh. Let's go. Grenades. A bunch of gear. Ooh,
Pin him.
smart.
Found Saul, I think. Locked in the cellar.
How is he?
It's hard to say. Too dark.
Okay, get down there and get him. Maybe we made it in time.
could tag in.
Already tagged.
Next device, I guess.
Yeah.
Main hall.
Pretty thorough. This fucker. Yeah, alright. So, down there.
You're doing it.
Kinda. Excuse me.
Oh. Yeah, healing.
Nothing else too obvious.
Alright, turn around now.
That's sideways, right?
He's looking at the machine. Might be a dude on that right or below, maybe below, according to the map.
Below is my objective, but I'm avoiding this guy's.
Yeah, the vision cones.
Yeah. Can I do them both in?
There's a killer on the run.
Not from that angle.
Riders of the storm.
Good. Play music to hide the clapping of my ass cheeks.
Dummy thick. Oh, that can't be. Oh boy. Not heard. Okay. We take those.
Games are weird.
Ns.